Should we just hook up and with him?
He's not that lucky yet. He needs to prove himself.
How did we get here? How did I end up with both of these women on this bed with me, joking about thruples?
As I see Jen sitting there with Rob, it's making me feel pretty bad, embarrassed, disrespected. I just wish that she would understand everything that I'm giving to her.
Now that Rob has asked Jen on a date, I am keeping an eye on Cole. Once that dude finds out this is going down, there is no telling how unhinged he becomes.
So, after being confronted last week, Cole seems pretty shady. Remember, he couldn't give a straight answer about who it was that started the rumours about Rob and Elise. Like, everyone now believes that he's the one making it all up. But brace yourselves, because a lot of relationships take a very strange turn after that blow-up. Now, we pick up in this episode where we left them all last episode at the natural pool. Cole has just stormed off after being confronted by Elise, Jen, Tiffany and a bunch of other cast members. He's clearly very shocked at what's just happened.
And to have to come out and specifically say who told me that Rob and Elise hooked up, it sucks. The reason I said Tiffany was just to get Elise off my back, and it clearly didn't work out in my favor.
Okay, wait, I'm confused. So, does that mean that he didn't hear it from Tiffany? Or does that mean that it was Tiffany, but he only named her because of the pressure to do so? Like, it's not really clear, is it? But one thing that is clear is that Cole really isn't making himself look any better here. And what's more, his blooming relationship with Jen is now under pressure. Like, Jennifer is furious with Cole.
If you are spreading lies, I want to know if you're a liar too. Because you are my potential partner. I don't want to be with a liar.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Just a quick side note, we're now on episode 10. We've been watching these guys for about 2.5 months, right? But every now and again, we're suddenly greeted with a cast member I swear we've never seen before. Like, who's this guy? How many people are there at this resort? Like, how are they spending their days? What are they up to? Are there just loads and loads of side storylines that aren't interesting enough to make the final cut? Either way, side note aside, back to Jen. She says she's now left reconsidering Cole as her first choice. I can't be with a man like that, she says.
Cole has no character to face Tiffany and say to her face, yes, you were the one that said that Rob and Elise had sex. Why didn't you speak up?
Look, there are really only two options here. Either Cole is a coward who can't stand up for the truth, or he was lying about the rumours coming from Tiffany and he made it all up himself. Neither of those options particularly show him off in a good light, do they? And let's not forget, if it is the latter of those two options, if it is him that's made this all up, well, he's created a lot of drama for other people. Like, in trying to endear himself somehow to Jen, warped logic I know, but in trying to endear himself, he's just made up a lot of damaging rumours about people who were meant to be his friends.
He said it was Tiffany. He said it 2 times, but then he tried to change it and he escaped. Why can't you say, Tiffany, you are the one that said this?
He's literally got us to hate each other.
Now, these two women both seem to enjoy the attention. They love the drama, right? So I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for these rumours, they would have still found another reason to clash. But thanks to Cole, because of this, they're both on the same page for once. There's no reason for them to be fighting. For now. Like, they both feel let down and hurt by Cole. I mean, Elise considered him a close friend. She can't believe that he'd use her like this.
I do think that Cole is trying to make Rob look bad, saying that I had sex with him instead of Jen, and kind of looks pathetic, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think that Cole should be showing up at Elise's door with his little violin looking for sympathy anytime soon. She may have had his back in the past, but I doubt she'll have it again in the future. She's over Cole. She's over the drama, and she actually wants to make up with Jen. She wants to put their bad blood behind them once and for all.
Jen is a little bit sneaky and manipulative with her men, but that's not for me to judge. She can do whatever she wants, but my name needs to be kept out of it, and that's kind of the only problem I really have with her.
It isn't exactly a glowing character reference, is it? But despite that, Elise does take the first step, and she apologises to Jen for yelling at her. But this whole situation has left Jennifer confused. Like, at first, she thought that Cole just didn't have the guts to confront Tiffany. Now, she's not so sure. Like, she doesn't quite know what's happened.
I don't know what to believe. Maybe Cole has been lying about the fact that Tiffany was the one that started the rumors and it was him, just to make me focus more in him than in Rob.
Now, while Jennifer goes on to say that she's done with all the drama, which frankly, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, we all know she thrives on the drama. She lives for this shit. For now, she tries to convince us that her goal is just to have a few peaceful days. If that means pulling away from Cole, then so be it. That's what I'm gonna do, she says. Heck, I'm even willing to let bygones be bygones and become friends with Elise.
Okay, we're gonna make a pact. We're not gonna fight again. We're gonna love each other, and we're gonna be good. Girls over boys.
Yes.
Girls over boys.
I'd be shocked if this pact lasts until the end of the retreat, but at least they are okay for the rest of the day. I mean, the pair of them do actually have some girl talk time with Courtney while they're all watching the guys swim in the pool.
Who's that?
That's Rob. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's Chris. He's sexy though.
His nipples are big.
Okay, maybe it's just my naivety, but I really didn't think that male nipples was something that women discussed. There you go, I stand corrected, now I know, right? But despite that, Jen does go on to admit that she finds Rob sexy. Like, now that she's decided she's done with Cole, at least for the time being, she's a lot more open to Rob.
What I like about Rob, it's he just has this cool attitude towards life, which is something that you want to have.
Cool attitude towards life. Yeah, that's proof that you don't know him well at all. I think Sophie and many others would disagree.
The more you off our relationship, the worse it's gonna be when you finally come home. You gonna have to eat some.
Why you look at me like that?
Like a old regular ass top you would wear any day of the week. Ain't nothing special about
See,
that.
I'm not what's cheating.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. You know, you had a real one.
Now, what I will say, to give him a slight bit of credit, is he seems a lot better in this show than he has been in past seasons. He looks like he is trying very, very hard to stay away from the drama as much as he can, to the extent where he literally ran away in the last episode. And I think it's that side of him, right now, that's really appealing to Jen.
So maybe Elise and I need to give his pepperoni nipples a closer look.
Okay, so now she wants to share Rob and his nipples? Like, things are getting crazy. Now, as if the rumours weren't crazy enough, the rest of the group sure are going to have plenty to talk about when both Jen and Elise go over to Rob and cuddle up. Like, can you imagine how confused Rob must be?
Now they're gonna be really
So
confused.
we had an argument because someone has been spreading rumors saying that she had sex with you. Cole said it. This will maybe make me feel jealous.
Now, at first, they just seem to be trying to explain to Rob what went down and what they believe. Like, they tell him that they think Cole's rumours were intended to try and make him look bad. His goal was to try and make Jen stay away from him. But it's at this point that the conversation takes a wild turn.
Did you?
Because we...
I bet he has a small.
No, I haven't. Do you think he has a...
So.
He has small energy.
Yeah, he does.
Tell me, in what world does Elise think that Jen will now suddenly confide in her? Sorry, but you've been friends for all of a minute and a half. Like, that's never gonna happen. But as for Cole, well, he's getting ripped to shreds in this conversation. He and his small energy are getting annihilated, and Rob, despite not taking part in the conversation per se, is enjoying every moment of it. Now, Jen openly says to Rob that she intends to now stay away from Cole, and Elise, completely out of the blue, offers her an unexpected wild alternative option.
Should we just hook up and with him?
He's not that lucky yet. He needs to prove himself.
Now there's a whole new one there.
Honestly, what on earth is happening? Is Rob, Jen and Elise gonna be the franchise's new throuple? Can you imagine?
Please! Please! No!
Now, I don't see that happening. Thankfully, Jen loves the spotlight far too much for this to work long term. She's all about having the attention, the spotlight all on herself, right? And although they may be joking, Rob really can't believe the situation he finds himself in. Like, the guy must think he bumped his head and has woken up in a parallel universe or something.
How did we get here? How did I end up with both of these women on this bed with me, joking about thruples and talking about Cole's little like
the guy is shocked enough as it is that Elise and Jen are getting on well enough to be civil with each other, let alone the fact that they both approached him just now, let alone the fact that they both now want to hook up with him at the same time. I just assumed that Elise would want to stay far away from me so that no new rumours could start, he says. But what's even more shocking to him than Elise is Jennifer.
At this point, Jen and Cole have done this a few times, so she knows she's gonna go back to him anyway, so why even come over here? I don't get it, but I'm not gonna stop it. I'm not complaining, I'm just in the moment.
Now, the truth is, I think we all know it. At some point, Jen is gonna miss Cole's type of puppy dog adoration. She will let him get close to her again. But, shockingly, it actually takes a little longer than I thought it would. You see, when we join them the next day, she's still entirely focused on Rob. While everyone is enjoying a day at the beach, Rob is still enjoying the memory of the previous day.
When I saw Cole crash and burn with Jen at the cenote, it was very satisfying for Cole to get caught up in a bunch of lies and rumors and him looking like he's making things up.
So while it may have been a terrible day for Cole, it was a glorious day for Rob. Let's not forget, Cole has been very vocal in telling anyone who'll listen how shady he thinks Rob is. Like, Rob, frankly, owes the guy nothing, right? And one thing about Rob is he knows an opening when he sees it. In fact, trying to seize on his opportunity, he decides to jump right in there.
Yeah, would you go on a date with me?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes? All right. See, there we go.
I don't know why I get so nervous when you talk to me.
I don't buy those fake nerves for a second. It's an act. It's an act that Jen has perfected. But Rob seems to enjoy it. Now, only one question remains. Who's gonna tell Cole that Rob and Jen are now going on a date? Well, Rob and Jen aren't worried about that at all. But with all the gossip at this resort, mark my words, it's not gonna be long until Cole finds out. And Tim is worried that when he finds out, the guy might go completely off the rails.
Now that Rob has asked Jen on a date, I am keeping an eye on Cole. Once that dude finds out this is going down, there is no telling how unhinged he becomes.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. I mean, judging by his wild, clingy behaviour towards Jen, there's just no telling how he might react to this news. I mean, we know he's not going to be happy, but Tim hits the nail on the head when he says he might become unhinged. Now, Tim does go on to say that he's going to be welcoming Cole to the club of guys that have had their hearts ripped out by Jen. And I also expect to be welcoming Rob to that club too soon, he says. Again, I don't doubt that for a second. Like, as soon as Jen gets bored and moves on to her next plaything, she will be discarding Rob. It's only a matter of time. But for right now, here's where the story takes a turn. You see, as Rob and Jen sit on some steps to discuss their dates, guess who shows up? Yeah, Cole.
You can kiss my ass, my cute ass.
As I see Jen sitting there with Rob, it's making me feel pretty bad, embarrassed.
Cole is sad seeing them there together like this. He says that Jen doesn't appreciate all he does to open his heart to her. But the question is, if he's feeling like this just from seeing them talking, how on earth is he gonna feel when he finds out they're planning a date? Well, as it turns out, he doesn't have to wait long before learning that news.
Are you bothered at all by the fact that Rob is that way with Jen? He asked her on a date.
I'm just not getting the respect that I need.
Cole can't seem to believe it. He says he needs to take a step back and figure things out. But how much do you want to bet that the second Jen snaps her fingers, he's going to go running back to her? I mean, he might be a liar, right? But Cole is now in a very bad spot. Like, his best friends, the girls that he used to go running to for sympathy, Tiffany and Elise, have turned their backs on him. those bridges are well and truly burned. He's lost the girl that he's obsessed with to the guy that he hates. Life right now for Cole completely sucks. He's officially the resort outcast. It makes you wonder, who's he now gonna turn to with his little violin?